And what I can do, I can even put it like that there. Just a minute. Just to spend some time, because the thing is that now the purpose of the assignment, I always trying to remind all my students, is not just to get a mark. Okay, you're not just doing the assignment to get a mark, you're doing the assignments to learn the concept. So the more we can spend some time, you know, discussing the concept, it's worthwhile. Here you have it, 3¼ minus 3. So you're taking out 3 from 3¼ 13/4 is 3¼ all right. So when you take out 3 from 3¼ what you are left with basically is a quarter. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, it makes sense, right?
Yes.
So sometimes yes, whole numbers, but as you can see, getting decimals or fractions for your answer, it helps even to
Sir,
analyze numbers. Yes, I love
you can
questions.
scroll on. You can
Yeah,
scroll on a bit, please.
yeah, just a minute. Let me adjust. Right.
Uh,
Yeah, what's on your mind? Share with us.
no, I just didn't get to see the last part. What happens after finding M?
Right. After we
So
find M, then we have to find N. Solving for N. You see? So solving for N now we have to use the elements that occupy the second row and the second column, because that's where N is. As is the second row and second column. So this is M, 3, and N. You see? So those 3 there we have
yes,
to
sir.
use to make the equation to find N. So M minus 3, here it is, M minus 3 is equal to N. Okay, now we have solved for M already. We got M to be 13/4. So 13/4 minus 3 is equal to N. But what I did know, based on the answer we got, I say let us put, you don't have to do that. You can go from straight to that step to your final answer. But just to analyze the numbers a little bit, 13/4 is the same as 3¼ 4 into 13 goes 3 times, you have a quarter remainder. So if you take out 3 from 3¼ you are left with a quarter. Okay, so the answer for N
Yes, sir.
is a quarter. Okay, so as you are there, can you please tell us what we are going to do now? Yeah, you said.
Well, since we've solved M and N, then well, the
We solve for M and N. Yes, here it is. We solve for M and
we have to
N.
solve for P.
We have to solve for P. So we need to form an equation to solve for P. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy, instead of scrolling up and down, I'm going to copy everything there and go in another page. So as he correctly said, we are going to solve for P. Solving for P. All right, where is P? P is in the first row and second column. So that's your P is. So to solve for P, we have to use P, we have to use -10, and we have to use -2. Okay, so I'm going to delete this. So I'm just creating, type equation. Right, so what must I type? What equation must I type here? It's a type equation here. What equation must I type here? To solve for
So
P.
P minus
Minus,
and open brackets -10
open bracket -10, just to be cautious. Once you see a negative sign, you have to put your extra P
yeah
first. Yeah,
equal -2.
equal -2. So the bare fact that you see you didn't have a negative sign, there's a negative sign there already. So to manage a negative sign, she decided to put -10 in a quarter, in a bracket.
So
Yes,
just in advance, I think I got 8
you got
for
8.
P.
So keep that thought. He said he got
Yeah.
8. So let us see if we get 8. Okay, let's see if we get 8. All right. Remember, he
It
said
was
it got
quick, well, just a quick mental. So I'm not probably
yes,
not
yes,
correct.
yes, yes. It's good. I always encourage that. I always encourage that. Okay, you don't have to wait for us. Okay. So he said he got 8. Now I'm going to copy this. Well, I have to type. To type an equation here. What must I type here? Anybody?
So you have to cancel out 10.
I have to cancel out 10. That's not a 10.
Minus 10.
That's a minus 10. You understand?
Uh,
And so tell me exactly what to type here.
so you would say P equal, no, well, P equals, wait,
P equals
well,
already.
um, no,
Okay, what
let's
are you
know.
seeing? Okay,
So what you,
just a minute. You listen to me, listen to me. What's your name again? I don't see your name. You see the thing going so fast, you didn't
Quan,
recognize me. Kwan. Kwan, right?
yes, sir.
Okay. Um Tell me, read what you
Okay,
see
so,
here. Just read what you see.
so P minus negative, P minus 10, negative 10 equal minus 2.
Read it again, take your time and read it again.
P minus negative 10 equal minus 2.
Right. So that minus two,
Um,
let's just put an equal minus two. But on the
oh,
left
so,
side, what yeah, P minus negative 10.
add,
Why add, which is correct.
because you can if you continue and it was minus on the other side, so when you carry it, it becomes a positive when you carry it over.
Say that again.
It was minus 10, but since you're carrying it over, it becomes a positive, so it's plus 10.
Okay, so tell me what to write now here.
So minus 2 plus 10.
Uh, okay, from scratch. Let's start from scratch. What must I write completely?
Well, you would say 10 minus 10 plus 10, that is in cancelling out.
So what about the P now?
Um, I
What?
thought it would be minus 10 plus 10 equals minus 2 plus 10. You do it on both sides.
Yeah, but what about that P minus? You're not mentioning it.
Also, I think you would add you put a 10. I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Okay. Well, we have to deal with the P. We have to deal with the P minus. There's a P minus. There's a P minus. We cannot just
So
put
what
it.
I think,
Just a minute. Keep that thought. I'll let you talk. We can put minus 10 plus 10. We can put minus 10 plus 10 equal minus 2 plus 2 plus 10. What about the P minus? What are we to do with the P minus? Where is it?
So P minus negative plus 10.
What to write there? P what?
P minus negative 10 plus
P
10.
P minus negative 10 plus 10. Ah, no.
Wait, so
so what I think,
so
remember, okay,
Remember,
that's
remember,
what,
I'm just
that's how we
remember,
put bracket.
I'm just trying to see what is on your mind. That's why
Yeah, well,
I'm just probing to see how you're looking at it. So you see
the
now
whole part I see a bracket there.
P minus 10. No, this is correct.
Yeah,
This is no, this is not correct. This is not correct. Sorry, this is
the
not correct
minus
at all.
minus there.
This is not correct. This is not correct. This is not correct. And you know why this is not correct? I'm going to tell you why this is not correct.
So the one in the bracket not correct? What are not correct?
so
That step
I
there is
can
not correct.
Oh,
Yeah, that first equation is correct,
oh,
but that second
so I can
equation
help.
is not correct. Yes.
So it would be P plus 10 because it's two negatives.
Right.
plus
I never
P
wanted.
plus
I never wanted trying to back it.
P
okay.
plus 10 equals negative 2.
Right.
So what he just said there is correct, but I have to come back to you. This is not correct. Please, this is not correct. You can't say P minus minus 10 plus 10. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Take note. What I can do now, I can save that and then put that there. All right, that's an error. All right, this is an error. All right, and the reason why this is an error, point number one, bed mass. Can anybody tell me what bed mass means?
So we did it for brackets first. For the only.
Brackets first.
Oh.
What next?
Exponent.
Exponents.
I'm trying.
Divide and multiply.
Yeah, yeah. Your mic, please. Your mic, please. Multiply. So divide and
Add
multiply
and
can
subtract.
come. Add and subtract. So the
Right.
reason why I put in a dash because one can come before the other. Now the whole point is that you have to multiply before you add. So here you added, you put the plus 10, but you have multiplied it. You
That's
have
what I was trying to say.
you have
It have
multiplied it.
when you